We have reached Afterbay Campground in Fort Smith, Montana. We're in the middle of nowhere, it feels like, and so sorry if you're from Fort Smith. I'm sure it doesn't feel like nowhere to you, but for us, we're like, wow, are we ever going to reach this destination? And yes, we have finally arrived, and it is a beautiful little hidden gem. That's what we love to find. We love to find these hidden gem campgrounds that hardly anyone goes to, although there's a couple of people here, so we're definitely not alone. But let's check out this campground. All right, guys, my theme for this park really is kind of get back to nature. This is a park that is in the middle of nowhere, that has limited Wi-Fi access, that has lots of wildlife. This is definitely a campground if you are in the mood for getting back with nature. So we chose site number 1, literally on the end, and there's hardly anyone here. There are actually only 3 other units. All the sites are back in, so you have to be comfortable with back in. There's no pull-in sites here. Sites are really wide, perfect for the dual parking, so you put your trailer in and then you have your vehicle, but even then it's still nicely spaced. You got your bear bin, your picnic table, and a really quite a nice fire pit at the site, and your electric. This is your walkout front view. It's not easy access. There's not a lot of spots to get down to the water here. It's mainly just for view. Sites 1 to 13 are all pretty much the same. Oh, we have company. Washrooms are actually up above, and you walk up the stairs to come up here if you need washrooms if you don't have them in your unit. Sites 14 to 22 are up above. They have a nice view that kind of overlooks the river down there, and the sites are a bit smaller than the other sites down below, but they look like they could still fit a pretty good sized trailer. Maybe, definitely 20 foot, but maybe up to 30 feet. I'm not really the best judge of sizing on when it comes to trailers, but you could, there's some, because they're parked at an angle, you should be able to get a pretty good sized trailer in here, and your vehicle goes right next to you. So there's nice wide open sites, and they're super clean. Site 19 to 22 are tent sites. There isn't full power at these sites. There is some water hookup over here, it seems. I don't see it on every site, but there is power at every site. To book your site, you simply show up, and if there's a space available, get into it and pick up a card. There's actually none left, but you would get a card. We got a card, and then you put your cash in here. You can call in to book, but we've called a couple of times and we couldn't get an answer, so we took our chances and just showed up. Showing up seems to work. There's lots of space available. They do have a little amphitheater here. That's actually where Dippy and I were walking up to when we stumbled upon the deer that came out of the bushes. So lots of wildlife here. I know that we haven't seen a bear, but it's definitely lots of signs that bears exist out here. We could smell a skunk from inside the trailer, so there's definitely skunks around. I mean, skunks are quite common in lots of places, but still you can tell there's lots of nature around you. Okay, we're heading to town now.
Yep, going down.
Fort Smith, here we come.
This big old town.
It's literally very, very small. Like, I don't even think we could do a video because it's just people's houses. So we're here getting some gas. So Fort Smith is about a kilometer or so. Would you say a kilometer away? How far away is Fort Smith? Yeah, sorry, Canadian in me. A mile or 2 away. And they do have a small market store and gas station. So we're here getting some gas. Ouch, $4.30 a gallon. One thing you have to be prepared for with Montana is that it's, for us being Mississippians, there isn't a gas station every, you know, I don't know, 10 miles, whatever it is. It's a long distance before you can find a gas station. So travel with backup gas and also get gas when you see it. There is no Wi-Fi, so we are having to amuse ourselves like they did in the old days. So we are doing a good old-fashioned campfire and cooking our hamburgers on the fire. Right, honey?
Yeah,
With charcoal. Oh yeah, we have no wood. Dinner is on the grill and it looks and smells delicious. We're a little miffed that we can't be by the campfire. The hardest thing about this campground was actually finding the dump site. So you head out the driveway and then turn right, and there is a dump site here. It's not in the camp, but outside the camp a bit. So this is the dump site. If you have a massive unit, it is a bit of a squeeze. You've got to go all the way around and then pull through and make this turn. It's a bit of a tough one for this dump station because you want enough space on that side so that you can turn, but you want your trailer close enough so that your hose reaches. So in this case, William actually had to use 2 hoses in order to be able to dump. To sum up the Afterbay Campground camping experience, I would say it was definitely one that was back to basics, and that was certainly enjoyable, especially for camping. So if you are in the Fort Smith area, come on out to Afterbay Campground, about $30 a night, and you get a very simplified, very lovely stay. Happy travels.